I don't know if I need to change the graphics on this. I don't know when this game is. Did it say 2016? It's a bit loud. Hold on. I think it said 2016 when I was putting in the stream settings. Can I run this game on normal settings? Maybe. We'll find out. What the hell is this? Okay, I guess a bunch of save slots. Yeah, I was going through my Steam library looking for something to play, something like a horror game to play since I'm trying to stick to horror games for October. And I came across this game, and I think I got this from a Humble Bundle a long time ago. Possibly when I got the Crash and Spyro remake. I have no idea what this game is, but I think it's horror. I checked the tags, the genres.
Carl Foubert sought information for a living. That is
I don't
to
know
say
anything
that
else
ever
about it.
since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had
rude. Don't
always
just
been.
ditch it
The
out there.
client
It's a
pays,
forest fire.
Carl gets it done.
Wait, I'm driving. Oh no, I'm driving? I don't have a license. I cannot drive. Alright, eyes on the road.
They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business.
This is a small
Well,
road
actually,
too.
the
If I
entire
meet a
village
car,
had
I'm gonna be in
William
trouble.
Hamilton's name written all over it.
Just hope there's not many people out here. Or animals. There could be an animal. They told me that S is the brakes, right? I'm gonna be ready to brake if there's an animal. There's like an elk or a moose or anything
When
that
the
might be.
roads
I'm
were
not controlling
bad,
anymore.
muddy or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there
The
anyway.
rest stop. My mouse sensitivity is a little bit high. I like the graphics though, but my GPU is getting a bit hot. Can I turn down the graphics a little bit? Just a little bit. For example, is there a setting for FPS? Because I'm streaming on 30, there's no reason for me to have 60 if it's playing in 60. If it doing 75, I know my screen is 75 Hz, but I don't want 75 FPS. I really don't like it when there's no separate setting for FPS, because I don't want to run 75 Hz. It's such a waste. It's way too much. Alright, let's just do... Where is it? For 10. There we go. 720. Alright. Graphics look grainy, but I think it's intentional. I think that's like a artistic thing they're doing. Kind of makes it look like a little bit of like an old movie or something. I like it. I don't dislike it. And GPU temperature is immediately down by 4 degrees, so... Oh, what the hell is this? That's a little bit off-putting. Luchadors? Wrestlers? What do they look like? Am I doing anything specific? Just told me about the rest stop. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to open the road, but... Hey, I want to wander around. There's a flag with the classic fleur.
Emperor
Flower
Duplessis,
symbol.
in spite of his conservative agenda, did a good job in colonizing the rural north, which helped to re-establish the region as an integral part of the province of Quebec. The
We're in
blue
Canada?
fleur-de-lis could be seen fluttering in the wind here and there,
That's neat.
taunting the red Canadian flags on the other side of the province's boundaries. Emperor Duplessis, in spite of his conservative agenda, did a good job in
I
colonizing
have like an inventory. Equipment.
the rural
Flashlight.
north,
I have a
which
flashlight.
helped to re-
That's convenient. I don't even have to
establish
find
the
one.
region as
Okay, what else do we have?
an
Camera? What
integral
kind of
part
camera?
the province of Quebec. The blue
Ooh!
fleur-de-lis could be seen fluttering in the wind here
Is that a
and there,
Polaroid?
taunting the red Canadian flags on the other side of the province's
cool.
boundaries.
Sorry for pausing the dialogue. It's getting a bit distracted with all these things I have. Cigarettes. Not smoke too much. Still holding the camera. Can I take it away? Okay, F is flashlight. Good. think this is supposed to be in the bin, but okay. It's not my job. I just threw a cigarette bun in the forest, so I guess I don't care. That's just the kind of person I am right now. Open the door. Flyer. Maniston. It will be good. Oh, it's in French. Il y a des bons vivres. I mean, I guess it would be French because I'm in Canada. I mean, it could be English as well because there's a good 50-50, but since I'm in Quebec, I think Quebec is one of the places in Canada with more French than other places in Canada. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on Canada. Never been to Canada.
Hamilton never mentioned a road blocking barrier.
Nor can I read in
here in the back of beyond.
Canadian
That
French.
would, however, be a mystery for another
It's a
day.
different accent.
Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise him.
The narrator is giving me like Stanley Parable vibes.
Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
And defeat the Huns. I just want my engine running. I mean, might be more convenient with
Hamilton
an old
enjoyed
car.
a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy.
Trying to watch the road, but I'm also reading the
Others, an
subtitles.
aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which
Ooh, a
gave rise to a
mine.
wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these
Can I
circumstances,
get out at any time?
Carl reckoned that a good
Am I still
number of
driving?
people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man.
Oh god, that was not me though, that was the game. That was not me, that was the game. The game took over. I mean, I said it was a narrow road. If I meet an opposing car, a car coming from opposing traffic. I don't know driving terms. I don't drive. I walk or I take a bike. I like to stay off the road.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Wait, so... I mean... They just left me there? Wow. I mean, that was my fault. I mean, it was the game's fault because I wasn't controlling, but it's still my fault, you know? Doesn't mean you should just leave me there. Oh, okay, they didn't... Okay, they didn't leave me here. Are they dead? Did I kill them? You good?
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance.
What's this?
Carl needed help. It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
I don't really want to take it, but, inventory. Matches, pincer, Polaroid film, fire starter. Do I have the thing I took? Consumable. Oh, that's a consumable. Keys required to open this. It's probably in the glove compartment. No, that's a photo of Isabel. How do I know if that
It was
is
so
Isabel?
cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Yeah, maybe I should move. It is really quite cold.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside.
Where's your
His life depended on it.
where's your Canadian blood? Can it keep you warm? Probably go bathing in this weather. When under stress, Carl is less accurate and runs shorter distances. What do you mean less accurate? Am I gonna have to shoot something? There's like one of those like Firewatch towers. I can sprint. Okay. South. A tummy peck. a tummy peck. One log. Oh, heat sources prevent me from freezing to death. They also save the game. That's cool. Fire starter. On the lamp. Matches. Cool. Start a fire. Cool. This game is kind of charming. Not doing a very good job at paying attention to the story so far. Or whatever the narrator is talking about, and I'm not sure if it's that important yet. Can I just stay here? You know? Roll out this thing. Hack up in this nice little fur. And wait for better weather? I mean, it sounds like I'm going somewhere, so I might be in a hurry. But you know, if there's terrible weather, you can just be like, it was terrible weather. But I guess I'm in Canada.
Carl couldn't give up. Surely something in there could be useful.
Like the further north you live, the less valid the excuse terrible weather is. Because it's expected that the weather is going to be bad. So if you can't get there because of bad weather, then you're not trying hard enough. I like this as well. I can. Probably a waste of my resources, but fires are cozy. Can I take the shovel? No? Can I get under this hut? Probably a bad idea. Why does tab take out my flashlight? Do I have like a way to see my objective?
Ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Alright. Okay, the text is a bit small. Oh god, should I be reading all this? Is there an easier way to read all this? Who that reckless driver was? I was reckless as well, though. I need to find the key, though. Yeah, you'd think the key would be in the car. Or on the guy that was in the car. One of the two. Well, can I take this with me? Doesn't probably give me a lot of heats. Should take some of the stuff in there with me though. But I guess that's stealing, technically. I just left the door open. That was a bad idea. Let's check the car once more, just in case there's some keys. Maybe some in the trunk, the back of the car. Got some keys in the back here. Saw it open. Oh, first aid kits. Cannot jump on this. Alright. Yeah, let's just rob the car of the person who ran off. Well, as far as keys are concerned, I don't see any. Don't suppose they would hide the key in the engine. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Do I have anything good with me? Oh, I can deposit items in my own car. That's interesting. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Cool. Now, where's my interior crocodile alligator? It's so snowy. I should just stay in my hut. I can't even go this way. It's a dead end. I mean, it's not a dead end. There's clearly somewhere to go, but the game doesn't want me to go that way, I guess. I guess we're going back. I'm slowing down a lot. Like, if someone drove in here, turned around and drove back out. What's my fire doing? My fire doing fine? Yeah, it's good. Is there anything I should take? No? I guess I was injured. Yeah, actually, I guess I was injured. Maybe I should use the first aid kit. Consumable? First aid kit. Do I see my health? Maybe I just don't. Maybe it's one of the things I just don't do in this game. Is it this? Strange how there's like a D-pad over here, but I'm not playing with a controller. I have a map? Did I look at the map? Oh god, that's a bit too lucky. I was at a Tommy Peck somewhere, right? Okay, so I'm there. So if I just keep following the road, I would get to a general store, but the game doesn't want me to follow the road. Do I have to fix my car? Can I dig my car out? I saw a shovel, but I couldn't pick it up. Alright, put the map away. What else we got? Inventory, options, map, journal, equipment, consumable, equipment. And that's just more of the same stuff. Should I be taking photos of important things?
Even better than he had hoped, Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
It was? With a chain? What am I gonna do with a chain? Pull my car out? Log. Chains. Polaroid film. Matches. Chains. Maybe it's for pulling my car out of the ditch. I just try pushing. Don't think chain gives me the best. Oh, let's just turn off again. Best grip. I don't know what else I would use the chain for though. And it doesn't let me continue on the road, so maybe. The only idea I have so far. Once again, I don't drive. I have helped a couple of people with cars struggling with the environment issues before, though. Mostly ice. They can't get uphill because of ice and stuff. Blade chains. Oh, it's for better, like, the word? Grip? Is that gonna be enough? Alright. I guess it is. I don't even think I'm driving. No, I'm not. I thought I was. Alright, should I...
Carl's military training had made him a very punctual man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the question.
So
Carl was dying to stretch his legs, but he had to stay focused on
I guess I can't get out of the car. I thought maybe I should bring the chain with me. Is it still on my wheels? I don't think it would be. It would just slide right off, right? I didn't really see how he attached it. Can't even tell where the road is.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes. The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry. The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Yeah, I saw that on the map. Oh, loading. once again, it's not me driving. I don't get to park. Parks on his own. I guess it's for the best. I don't have a license. General store.
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Something fell? This guy's really bad at crouching. Is this as far as you can go? Well, anyone home?
Carl
Just
had
having
no
a nap,
trouble
I see.
recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out.
I was gonna take out the
Only
camera.
a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
There's a handprint? Pretty big handprint on his suit there. What is this? Short of a bottle? Short of glass? I didn't inspect, but it didn't really inspect anything. Oh, there's a document here. You can also inspect
Carl
him.
felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization.
Why did I cover him
If
up?
Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Oh yeah, that's the problem here, isn't it? Sure.
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Okay. Is there nothing inside of it? I find it kind of strange that I tried to inspect the man and they just covered him up. I wanted to see if I could figure out...
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
that was an explosion? I thought that was just the power going out. Why am I, just, what do you call those things that wash the front of the window of the car? Why is there an eye symbol? That makes me feel uneasy.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
Now in the meantime, I will have to close the shop unless you would like to come and fill for me. Wouldn't dare advise you, after all, you must know how it's done since it's yours now. With kind regards, dedicated manager, Jill. Okay. He didn't come in because he was... Oh, pumps. Oh yeah, I guess I could refuel my car. No thanks, I prefer my beer cold. Just stick it in the snow! It's snowing like crazy outside. Because this seems like a good idea. Turn on music. Move the ladder. Yeah, let's just steal stuff. He's dead anyway, so who cares? Right? He was gonna pay me for the job I'm doing. Now he's dead, so he can't pay me, so I'll take everything he owns as my payments. I haven't even done the job yet, I don't
According
think.
to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was
Suspects.
far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Garage key. What? What is this? Sale. Uh-huh. Pen. Sale. Sure. Pick up a phone. Gonna call someone.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just stealing. I feel terrible. I'm just a person. I'm just like a random dude in the world. I mean, I guess I'm doing a job, but like... Oh god. Fucking smoke from my breath spooked me. Electricity turned off. Electricity from generator. Power line. Okay, I guess we do generator because,
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Oh, okay. Any power? No power? Secretary wouldn't be luxury in here. Quebec's Klondike. Whatever does that mean? Previous next? Oh god, there's a lot. Oh. Oh no. Is this useful for anything? Northern Quebec economy is booming. The north. Did you know that since 1960, Canada has tripled the amount of resources and royalties it collects? Did you know that the country's true source of richness is lying under your refuge at this moment? Exploiting our resources is the road to our future. Neat. I feel like I should be reading more, but also it doesn't seem relevant.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Right, that's dark.
A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
The place is a mess. Yes, someone was killed here. I think it ought to be a mess. And I'm kind of just chilling in here, despite the fact that there was an explosion outside.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training.
Oh, what is that?
Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears? Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Guess I gotta find some resources. Might be some in the garage. I'm just gonna sneak around back. At this point, don't I seem like the suspect here? How much battery does this flashlight have? I hope it has a lot. Alright. Not what I need. Hardware. Probably what I need. Pliers. Sure, why not? Why I would turn on the radio. Inspect the cleanest spot in the area. Alright. I mean, I could repair the generator, but why would I? Go on. Once again, that makes me seem kind of suspect, doesn't it? Oh, I need a key for that one, though. Alright, let's fix the power. And there's that eye symbol again, whatever that means. There we go. Now I should be able to put on some power. In the store. Nope. In the garage. Is there power on in the garage now? Nope. I am confused. But I also don't understand why I would want power in the garage. I don't need it. I feel like I'm hearing strange noises in the background. Hi, symbol. Whatever that means. Anything in the garbage? Did the culprit throw anything away, perhaps? Ooh, animal prints. That's why he mentioned the military training, I suppose. Torn paper, let it be known you're nothing more than a brigand, a robber, a garbage hoarder, a viper, a leech, a monster. You're holding a knife to my throat, at my throat. Too bad for me, but... What? That papyrus? It looks like papyrus. Oh, it wasn't turned on after I fixed it. Okay, that explains everything. And now there's power. Okay. Is that helpful? I guess I don't have to see more things in here? Question mark, inspect. Didn't even travel half the province of Quebec to come here. Kona Cola. A broken clock. How convenient. But when was it broken? I guess we don't know. Climb up. Did I just steal some sherry? Why? Am I gonna use it for something useful? Turn this off. I'm making a lot of unnecessary noise. Oh, did I need power to do the pump? Which pump am I at? Just turn on pump 2. Is that also why the cash register didn't work? Find out. Sale. Can't see what these ones say. Wine. 7. Nope. Oh, never mind, it worked. Am I stealing this? I'm taking the keys. Not the worst thing I could steal, I suppose. A gun?
Weapon. What was that?
Oh, he just dumped his gun in the...
Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
So the guy I hit on the road was the murderer then, I guess. That's the implication here. It is a citizen of Her Majesty and the free economic chambers of the world that I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting me help in my country. I believe the free world is in grave danger. A member of my community, the Honorable... what it says. And he dumped the murder weapon and the key to his lockbox in the mailbox. But he had the lockbox still in his car. Which is pretty decent evidence, because...
The milkman had to drive by every week
the
to fill the
key
bond.
and the murder weapon was
Fresh
together,
milk
and the box
indicated
that the
a
key was
recent
for was in the car of the guy I hit. Hit me, whichever you prefer. It is pretty, vindicting? Is that a word? Incriminating, that works. Pretty incriminating. Pretty solid as far as evidence goes. Not bulletproof, but probably good enough to fly in the ports.
Carl was used to strange phenomena. But a chunk of ice like this? As if an iceberg came out of the ground? That was a first.
It's odd. What's with the prints?
Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead?
Well, Can't just take a picture all the friggin' time. Take another picture over here. I'm gonna run out of film though. There are footprints coming this way. That's kind of strange. They're going the opposite way of the animal tracks. They're kind of aligning with them. Kinda suspicious. Oh, can't go in here. More blue ice. Following an animal track seems like a bad idea.
Carl felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secrets, and he didn't like to miss out.
And I got pretty hard-hitting evidence. Shouldn't I just bring it to, like, law enforcement? I have the gun.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing
Equipment. Alright, I do, just in case. Okay, that's good to
and
know.
faithful ally, had seen a share of husbands caught red-handed
The hell is
cheating.
that?
There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away. Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be. It looked like a man fossilized in ice.
New journal entry. Is that where the prints are coming from, or is it going past it? No, it goes past it. Very well. I'm gonna ring my doorbell. Kinda sound like someone dead. But I'm busy. Not expecting anyone, so... Unless I'm expecting anyone, I don't open the door. That's just how it is. Loading. More frozen people. Chance's house. Bit sus. New journal entry. Looking at logs here if I need them. 1555. Can I get on top of this, please? There we go. Thank you very much. We put away the camera. Knock on the door.
The air was freezing, right down to the bone.
What's going on here?
That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given
That's
the
a
punishing
fire going
weather,
if I can.
it couldn't have been intentional. Looks like the holes in that puzzle are there to stay.
Maybe the phone works here? Probably not. Cards! Alright. Matches.
The otherworldly ice had struck again. The woman's hopes and dreams were frozen in eternity.
They're gone. Am I not me anymore? Because I don't have, flashlights.
Something was hidden under the stairs.
Do I know that? Am I even me right now? Where am I?
The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
Well, be useful here. Am I going back downstairs to see what happened? Bertrand Chance. 1948, I think? Yep.
Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately.
Is that a pun? Going this way now.
It seemed like secrecy was commonplace in this house.
Find something underneath the
Carl
diary.
felt the cold slowly dissipate and was brought back to reality. Giselle was now only ice, and all that was left of her voice was a diary. She confided in this diary, amongst other things, the tragic story of a young woman, a victim. Was this what she was hiding?
Mother once told me when I first met Jill that I hadn't picked the brightest bulb of the lot. And as the years fly by, I'm seeing the truth of her words. Always trust your mother's wisdom. That blackmailing scheme is a prime example of Jill's brightness. He's like a small dog. He thinks he's bigger than he actually is. He growls, genuinely thinking he's scary, but everyone knows he can be pushed aside with just a little kick. He truly believes he can blackmail Hamilton, Big Boss himself. It's going to be a long time in hell before my poor Jill can manage to pull off such a feat after all. Hamilton's a rich, learned, and influential man. Not only is that blackmailing idea bad to begin with, let's be honest, Jill is way out of his league, but Jill doesn't even know he's actually going to carry this out. How he's actually going to carry this out. I don't even think he ever would. He's just throwing random threats out loud in the kitchen. Says he'll do it eventually, but I know better. Successful blackmailing requires masterful cunning. And Jill is master of nothing. He is a slave, and forever will be. I often look at that safe he keeps hidden in the fake wall, in which he stores all these incriminating documents he intends to use. And I just can't come to grips with the sheer ridiculousness of the whole thing. There's a safe somewhere. Suppose I should try to find that. After we're repainting the whole house. A lot of people do that all the time. Painkillers. In case I'm in sudden pain. What is that? Toilet paper, maybe? There's like a thing with toilet paper where there's like always cute animals on them for some reason. I guess because it's supposed to be soft. Still, it's a bit strange. The lights work. Yeah, they do. Oh, if I have a bottle, I can fill it with water. That's useful. Should I have approached the other ice figure that was causing me to spaz out?
The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste.
One steak. That was the only food I wanted to steal from the fridge. Is that a cigarette in the fridge? Frick.
Ah, moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
Wow. Article about
the general
storing.
store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton. Perhaps the village should be rechristened Hamiltown.
Founded by Bertrand Lachance more than 20 years ago, the general store, better known as Lachance, is one of the Madison's economic mainstays since the passing of its aged owner. However, business wasn't always as booming as it once was. Jill Lachance, inheritor of the humble establishment, had no choice but to sell everything to William Hamilton, a rich and famous businessman who sparked a major controversy last year when he announced the reopening and expansion of his copper mine. As of now, operations at the general store are expecting to remain unchanged despite the change of hands. Jill Lachance still held the register. Okay.
It felt like old people were all these walls could see for years. The Lachances could hardly be blamed for wanting to freshen things up a bit. What a mess. Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable.
Looks like they didn't like the look of this place.
A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
Box full of Harlequin novels, okay.
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Oh, cigarettes. I'm just stealing cigarettes. Nice.
The cross looked after a marriage's well-being and served as a motivator to uphold the priest's sermons calling for more little worshippers on one hand and cautioning against guilty pleasures on the other. Indeed, the Lachances were still part of the God-fearing generation.
Oh, more Polaroids. Okay. That's good.
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachances had just moved in. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachances had just moved in.
I am pronouncing that last name very wrong.
Carl had seen that kind of safe before. With its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers, its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar.
Maybe BL 1948? Pointing at something specific, those things, or? Let's try BL 1948. I don't even know how to operate this safe. Not like that. B. Is there even an L on this? Nope. B. One. 9. Nope. How many letters? I can only do one letter. 948. No. Not it.
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Did I know the combination? Did I forget it? No, they talked about the safe behind the thing, but did they talk about the code? Probably the most obvious thing would be this, but I can't get one letter and 3 numbers from this. I get 2 initials and 4 numbers.
Moving.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
a
yeah.
pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record
Dominoes?
player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
Clock. We have to find a clock that works. It wouldn't be something as silly as like taking a picture of it. Right, they got the camera again. Inventory. Void film, no. Equipment. Camera. What if I were to take a camera, a photo of it? Maybe like some of the letters and stuff is highlighted. Be ridiculous, wouldn't it? I mean, it seems to be pointing at the E, so... But... Those aren't pointers, though. They're just like a part of the frame, aren't they? No. There is an E. Back. Safe. E... 9... 8... No, that's ridiculous. Why would it be that?
Looks like the holes in that puzzle are there to stay.
already checked these. Is there anything in my journal that would be useful? Equipment? No, there was a journal right up. Journal! An office murder, cold mystery, the crash, case of vandalism. And if he's hiding the combination somewhere, it would make sense for it to be in the bedroom, but... then again, they just moved in.
Many boxes
They just moved in and they already have a safe. I mean,
Carl
the
didn't
safe
need to summon his
just like a safe
detective
that can be
training
picked
to
up, right?
quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
Yeah, narrator, I get it. I get it. I've said it before. I mean, I know I keep clicking on the same things, but... brought the safe along with them from somewhere else. Could I step outside? Maybe find something there? Then again, I also feel like I should go back to the other eye statue. This... magnets? Alright, why not? Why does it want me to take pictures of this blue ice all the time? Yeah, there's still the prints. I want to go back to the other eye statue because it seemed like maybe approaching them gives me like those memory things. I think that might be the case. Loading screen. At least I can go back. It's nice. It's like shimmering effect that I got.
A shiver ran down Carl's spine as he glanced over another body trapped in ice. Indeed, the scene was quite chilling. Carl felt familiar.
Oh, I can see the prints now. That's neat.
And he was back to the realm of visions.
Realm of visions. Is this something that happens to me often? Oh, a doggo. Alright.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
Beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out. To think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlement bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming, but they feel its presence. Cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. Blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. I don't know what that is. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow and strong strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the work of the beast. Its attacks curdle the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force in nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. It was as if past and present were one, or as if I was a spider and with my 8 eyes I could see backwards and forwards simultaneously. This beast, this creature is not of this world. I must find the beast again, and if necessary, eliminate it. But... oh.
What could these engraved numbers
Oh, that's what I need.
A
739.
fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
Not a letter though, but Either I go with the letter of the name, and if it's not the letter of the name, I can just brute force it. Bunch of doggos. Guilt.
The vision slowly faded away, like an icicle melting in the palm of your hand. Carl, back in the real world, now knew who the icebound man was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Do I have some kind of superpower?
It had to be the worst parking job ever.
Wow, rude.
Who was Carl to judge, though?
Yeah, exactly.
It may be customary to park like that around these parts. Or not.
Go back to the... Oh. Okay, so 1 is the journal. 2 is my map. 3 is the camera, and 4 is the flashlight. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I want to go back to the house and try to open the safe now. Starting to get a little bit of a grip on this game. Still a few things I need to get used to and figure out how it works, but probably makes sense with time. Spoop. Not much. Wait. No. I don't know if he was in the car yet. I guess that reminds me, I found out. Yeah, I guess I have like a decent collection of evidence, but not. I don't still know who it is. Is it horror or just ominous? For now, it's just ominous, but it claims to be a horror game, so I don't know yet. What's the numbers? Where's that thing I got? Equipment? No. Entry. What happened to that thing I got? Documents? This thing. Necklace. 739? 739. Is there a letter on top? Is there supposed to be a letter on top? Who knows? 739. 739. Hey, it was B. Nice. I guess it made sense. What is this? Compromising document. William Hamilton is a crook. He has been blackmailing everyone in the village, myself included, like the infamous Seraphine Baudrière. In this document is the proof of every bribe paid by Hamilton to the federal authorities in regard to the acquisition of his damn mine. The fact that he used his henchmen to install terror within the village will not sway the tribunals down in Montreal. But the fact that he has been bribing government officials surely will. I can already picture it making the front page. The English are all the same. We will prevail. Written with different ink. Hamilton is not only a crook, but a murderer. I do not believe in his remorse. I firmly believe he will pay for his crime. I do not believe in native magic, but I do believe in their vengeance. Okay. Was there only one page? Sometimes it's not very clear. This menu is not the best. Not called incriminating... No, compromising file. Is there a second page? No, there's not a second page. I mean, I have a gun, so maybe something will happen at some point. I mean, it was the murder weapon, so... Might just be evidence. But I think I could take it out. Have a quick look. Equipment. Revolver. Yeah, I could use the gun if I need to. In the dark, it is recommended to use a flashlight or a lantern. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Eastern Tommy Peck. I don't know how to say that. Can I not run anymore? Am I tired? I like my pants. They're nice. Should I be getting my car for this? Possibly. Is this where I came from? Might be, actually. I might have driven this way and then down. Can I use the map? Where am I? Yeah, I came this way. Oh, but there's more houses around. And it's strange how I have people's houses on my map. I don't think a normal map has the name of people's houses, like who lives there and such. But strange. Mailbox. Let's steal your mail. Oh, a treasure map. Yes. I can do that. And letter for Marie. Hey, it's not from me. My sweet Marie, may the treasure hunt begin. I have hidden wonderful little things for you to find all over the village. Following my clues, you are holding in your hands the first map. Hunt begins at my place. You are so clever. I'm certain you will find everything, Martin. And I just stole it. No, that's the wrong button. Okay, where's the thing that I took? Is that a document? Ah, this list is getting so long. Treasure maps? Treasure map 1. Well, I can look at this at the same time as I look at the map. There's 3 houses, and there's 1 house up there, and then there's a river. Okay. Is that the river? Because this is too big. The roads don't entirely match on this. Oh. Take it back out, please. Sure, maps. Why this map doesn't match the other map? Could be wrong, but oh, there's another river there. Oh well. See if there's anyone home or if everyone's turned to ice. Oh, I'm starting to freeze again. Maybe bring some gloves next time. Nice bike. Anyone home?
Carl was no burglar. He didn't need to resort to petty techniques such as window breaking to find his way in. A good detective simply looks for keys where gullible souls hide them.
Well, I could just knock on the door, but okay.
What was even the point of locking your door if everyone hid their key in the same place? Carl was starting to feel like his investigator life lacked challenge. The house smelled like incense.
Anything on the telly?
The kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
I mean, if I wanted the weather report, I could just look outside. It's the same. Yep. The same. No loose change in the cracks. I'm just a petty thief. I tell myself otherwise by using the key to break in, but I'm just a petty thief. Enough food for rough times. Is there anyone home? Are those diapers gross?
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Just buy new ones. Bingo! Marie's diary. Each one.
Jean-Luc Bédard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
I have a diary, just like Mom. Unlike her though, I don't wear a long face when writing, but I do love to write my thoughts. About Martin, most of all. I love talking about him. I think he loves me too. Just like in Romeo and Juliet. Oh, I have bad news for you. That doesn't end well. People don't like it when I see him, only because he is a bleh. Bleh. What is that? A bleh? He's a bleh. But just like in the story, nothing can stand in the way of true love. All you gotta do is drink poison. Yay. I lost appetite, but I can't sleep anymore. Every waking hour, intense shivers run through my body. Is it because you poisoned yourself, like in the movie? Or the book, I suppose. I've never... Actually, I've read a little bit of the book. A little bit. Tiny bit. Tiny smidgen. But I've only seen, like, bad movie renditions of it. Like, mostly. Like, every movie rendition of Romeo and Juliet is just terrible. Like, not everyone. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a couple. Not gonna specify which ones. Dad's making me see Dr. Bope. Bope. With his big hands touching me everywhere, his foul breath exhaling all over my face. Yuck, I'm not sick, I'm in love. I love Martin so much. There's nothing I like better than thinking about us playing together like we always do. I wonder if he's found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did, because it's for Dad's garden shed, and Martin has always been afraid of him. I think Martin's dad is a bit like Dad's god. The key fell in burrow next to... What? The key fell in the burrow next to the shed. Poor Martin, he cried like a baby, but I still love him. Alright. Sure. Yeah, whatever you say, Marie. I don't know how you look at it. These could both be mountains and trees. Canadian World Exhibition, Canadian Pulp and Paper Pavilion. I mean, they could also be something completely different, but they could quite easily be mountains or trees. New journal entry.
Carl wasn't desperate enough to invade a village woman's privacy.
But it was fun reading Marie's diary.
Carl wasn't desperate enough to invade a village woman's privacy.
I don't quite understand your morals. You're fine with doing some terrible things, but every now and then you're like, no. No, I gotta have principles so I can pretend like I'm a good person.
Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying.
I'd steal some food, because that's okay. I'm okay with stealing food. Can I steal the soda? Can I have some Kona-Cola? That's Kona-Cola, right? Kona-Cola. Hatch wire? Why? Wired magnet. Oh, that could be useful. Okay, I stole some Polaroid, because that's fine. Phone still doesn't work, of course. Still some matches. I'm not gonna read Grown Woman's Diary, but I'm gonna steal matches and Polaroids and also read her daughter's diary. Because that's somehow less creepy. I don't think I agree with that, but that's how this game plays right now. TV is on the other side. Yeah, maybe they don't like TV. Right, where's this burrow that has a key? It's near the garden shed? Question mark. Can I do like a jump? Hey, catchy music. I mean, it's not even locked, so I guess I don't need the key. What's the key for this? I think it was. I don't remember. Looks like someone had to hide their habits. Oh, the bottles?
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings.
Yeah, well, I'm stealing stuff, so I should not be all high and mighty about it. Hardware. And a lantern. I would like to take it with me, though. Oh, a hammer. A weapon. Whoa. Oh.
An aging car was parked here. Carl could picture the notary's heavy sedan with a huge back seat large enough to fit the whole family.
The gas can. Alright, got a lot of stuff. Oh, the magnet might be good for getting the key out of the burrow. And what the burrow looks like. And where it is.
Carl smiled at the sight of the nicely protected garden. Hopefully, the Bedards had managed to dig every last potato out before the sudden snowfall.
Do I have, like, the diary in my documents? Documents. Marie's diary. Where exactly was this burrow? The key fell in the burrow next to the shed. But is it the shed where Martin lives or the shed where Marie lives? I wonder if he found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did because it's for his dad's garden shed. Okay, so it might not be here. It might be somewhere else. Okay, good to know. Well, no frozen ice people here. That's the thing. Just move on for now. Get up the map. Roy. But it was like the Blair house. Should I visit Roy just in case, though? Thing is, the treasure hunt was supposed to start here, right? One more time. One more time. Documents. Nope. Nope. Wrong one. Wrong one. Documents, treasure maps. So starting from this house, you go east and south, and you take a left, keep going past the house, and then okay. It's the only road leading away from the estate. Yes? Oh, now I took up this map again. That's not the map I want, though. I don't have a lot of stamina. Give me the document again. No, no. The inventory in this game is a little bit wacky. Not in a good way. Treasure maps. So, I should be on the main road now. Right? So, should I head this way a little bit? And then... Why can I not walk? Put the thing away. And once I find a way to turn, I turn left and I keep going straight past the road on my left side that leads to a house and to another house further down the road, and there should be a treasure somewhere.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Yeah, this road does not match the map at all. Either I'm in the wrong place or the map is terrible. This is just back here. I'm supposed to go further south. I'm already this cold. What is this?
The crossbow bolt stuck into the wooden stairs reminded Carl of the arrow that was said to have hit Achilles' heel. But who was the intended Achilles this time?
Probably shouldn't stay out of the snow for this long. I mean, I didn't mention it being bad for me, you just mentioned it impacting my stamina recovery, I think. Try heading this way a bit. Into the snowstorm. Probably a terrible idea. I see something. How is that arrow on fire? I've got no clue. There's a lot that doesn't make too much sense in this. I have a hunch that I'm not gonna find this treasure. Just a bunch of rocks. Speaking of rocks, there's another rock. Oh god, I'm going blurry. Alright, maybe I should find some fire. Instead of looking for treasures. Oh, what is that? Are you a treasure? Air bottle. Matches.
Carl's scout training was buried deep in his memory. What do you need again to start a fire?
Yeah, can I have some logs? Can I... Oh god, am I blacking out? Can I get wood somehow? Oh, that's my health bar, okay. So if I... wait. No, that's my weight bar. Can I use a hammer on a tree? Like Minecraft. Take that as a no. Alright, I better be on my way.
Turned into pain. Carl
Yay.
needed to find someplace warm.
Yeah, I do. And I do that by following animal tracks. I don't think I do that by following animal tracks. Where am I? Hold on. Map. Yeah, maybe head for Roy's house. Yeah, I'm going. Don't worry about it. This way. You can jump fences, right? I think there's an opening. Oh my god. Alright, I guess cold is dangerous. Don't worry about it. Just keep running to stay warm. Don't fall asleep. Hey, I'm almost at Roy's house. Come on, it's fine. Hopefully the door is unlocked. Roy's house. Don't you pass out on the steps. Yeah, I don't have time to read your thing.
It was a classic Canadian house, except for the absent horde of
Still don't
kids that
have,
would normally be swarming about.
Logs. Do you have logs somewhere? Could I just tuck myself into the bed to gain my warmth back? I don't want to go back outside to get logs. Can I just stay in here? Oh, is that logs? Okay. Get some more logs. My inventory is full. Understandable. The fantasy, page 1. Matthew had yet to add murder to his curriculum. He was fond of new experiences, especially the most thrilling ones, and taking the life of a flesh and bone individual. Sure, who the night before was still able to think, dream, fantasize, calculate, read, held the promise of exhilarating sensations. Unlike Raskolnikov, it wasn't about axing an old Jewish hag to pieces to test some lunatic theory. Not at all. Matthew just wanted to know how it felt. It seemed so simple, horribly simple. He didn't have any particular victim in mind. Like most people, his desires ran quite wildly. So he only had a vague idea of them in mind. He pondered using a rifle or a knife, assassinating a young girl or an old man. He tried to focus on practicability. His victim would have to be defenseless. Bodybuilding wasn't exactly Matthew's strong suit. He would have to act spontaneously, but not too much. He wasn't that eager to learn what spending the rest of his life in prison would be like. Some experiences just carry just too high of a cost to be worth it, really. Weirdo.
The photograph was snapped not too far from here, Carl noticed. The couple seemed to be very good friends.
Snapped here. Right here. The matter that it was. Ugh. I can steal more stuff. Can I play chess?
Just one more move and White is checkmated. Game over. It seems the game was abandoned right before the final strike came down.
Maybe they surrendered. I mean, I guess they didn't flip the king, but whatever. Flip? You know what I mean. Fantasy page 4. What about page 2 and 3? The two lovebirds were still going at it 7 months later, though confiding fears and desires alike not near the fireplace several days a week. The populace took notice, and wounding words eventually found their way to Matthew's ear, prompting him to take action to prove his gentlemanship. He had asked Beatrice's hand in marriage. He would have more than enough time to kill her later. Oh no. Oh no. Today, when Matthew stares at the motionless ceiling just like he did 20 years ago, he still wonders what he would be like. What he would be removing from existence by slitting Beatrice's stone. What he would be driving his children of. Then, as if suited by his fantasy, he gently drifts a smiling eye away. What is your deal?
Not a single weapon was left. All of them were gone.
This is going to be page 3. I feel like I should find page 2, but oh well. The first time he met Beatrice, however, she unexpectedly revealed her troubled origins to Matthew. She was adopted at the age of 4, and recalling her former life still gave her a hard time. She played the piano in so graceful manner that people often thought she must be a natural offspring of a musical virtuoso. She always cried before falling asleep, torn from the inside by a dreadful pain she couldn't explain. She confided to him so profoundly that Matthew couldn't get enough, going back every night to learn every single thing of what it would come of the delicate mouth after pulling one last breath out of it. Every night he reflected on what the death of Beatrice would mean in terms of losses to humanity's common heritage, be it the sound of her sobbing or the piano melodies, the compulsive tapping of her long index finger on her temple when she harbored dark thoughts, or any other little thing. It didn't matter, everything would indiscriminately vanish, everything, all these thoughts made from some blissful slumbers indeed. Days became weeks, and before he knew it, it was Matthew's turn to throw his secrets at her, his hopes, his cries of despair, as if throwing coins in a wishing well. She'll be dead by the end of the month, he promised himself. Peace. Can I put away this thing, please? Page 2. I hope this is like pages of like a fictional novel and not actually someone's diary, and if it is, it's very dumb to leave evidence around like this. It was around that time that Matthew met Beatrice, of mediocre beauty at best, a girl with her distinctive features, cheeks covered with large spots like freckles, Jew nose, oily forehead, tired with vibrant eyes, shaded red hair, slender as a child body, chirpy laugh, you name it, was the very image of innocence that happened to be precisely the kind of victim Matthew was picturing in his mind. Though one night, as he was contemplating the ceiling from his bed, he swore to himself again and again, I'll kill her. His dreams were later filled with images of imminent crime. He had come up with a simple enough plan. One fine evening, he would visit her place to become familiar with the area's intricacies and feel closer to the impending merger, to slowly dig into Beatrice's thoughts, desires, dreams, and abilities. This way, he would be able to get a concrete sense of what his sinister deed would be stripping away from the very fabric of life. The whole thing would take 2 days, a week at most. Apparently, it took a lot longer, judging from page 3 and 4. Monopoly. You win if you pass go. What? You win if you pass go. What? This is supposed to make sense to me. I figured it might be like a play on Monopoly, but pass go?
All manners of clothing were gone, as if the Rois drove out of town with their closet in tow.
I should probably end the stream soon because I can feel my reading comprehension slowly going down the drain, which is because I'm a bit tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. I think ish. Fill up a bottle now. Like, I should stay up longer, because it's a good way to fix my sleeping schedule. And streaming is a good, interesting way to keep myself awake, but if this game has as much reading as it does, and my reading comprehension is going down the drain, then I'll just feel bad for continuing to stream when I can't read properly.
Simone de Beauvoir, Claude Lévi-Strauss, Hannah Arendt, Roland Barthes. Carl was surprised by the literature filling this liberal-leaning bookcase. Could there really be intellectuals dwelling in this far-off land?
Who's also a crazy murderer, yeah. Maybe. Or maybe they just have the books on the shelf to seem smart. Because just having books doesn't mean you read them. Big surprise, I know. Where am I headed next? It's a bit of a walk to get anywhere. I reckon I could get back to my car, though. My car is on the map. And then I can head for the Blay house, look for the burrow, and then maybe end the stream then. I think. So I've been going for 90 minutes. I wasn't actually planning on going for more than 1 hour, but now I have, so I might as well get a bit closer to 2 hours before I call it quits. Not to mention, if most of what I'm doing is getting to a new house, there won't be too much reading to do. So I tell myself until the game throws some random document in my face, or a flashback, or something incomprehensible. Yeah, I want to get back in my car. This guy isn't very good at running. I mean, he's good at, like, what is it called? Interval-based running. As he runs, then he stops, and then he runs, and he stops. I wonder if you thought this is how stamina should work in games. Where you can run for a small amount, and then you have to walk for 3 seconds, and you can run again. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? There's nothing to run from. Well, at least not yet, so... What is the purpose of my stamina? Just to slow me down? Make me feel bad for staying out in the cold? Hi, check your mail. Yeah, you got... Oh, why did I even do this? To Mr. Jill in South Manaston. Dear Mr. I can't read that last name. We have carefully taken note of your complaint regarding the collapse of the natural cave on your property. However, given the absence of any actual damage or injury, you cannot move forward with this investigation. The natural cave cannot be considered a personal belonging. Furthermore, your claims regarding the landslides caused by the work in the new DW Incorporated mine seems outlandish, as the mine is miles away from your property. Also, it is imperative that you secure your property, as you would be held accountable for any injuries caused by the steep terrain. This is where Crying Wolf leads you. Sincerely, Pierre Valjean? Valjean? I don't know. Registrar Sûreté du Québec. Did not read that right at all. Close enough. Oh yeah, I was gonna fill gas in my car and then I got distracted by the blue ice. That's what I was doing. Guess that's something I should try to do. I turned on the pump and then I just left it. Alright, can I...
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
So, because the guy who owns this general store is dead, I get gas
Carl
for free, right?
Right away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Yeah, I was probably supposed to fill my fuel first. Oh well, my bad. Right, do I turn the pump off again? Probably. Perhaps also briefly try to turn on the power in the garage. Huh? Sound. What's that sound? Strange. I'm using the power to the garage. See if there's any reason why I would want lights there. Oh, it's just the generator making. Any reason to have power in here? Is that all the power does? Why do I keep holding this map? I don't want to hold it. No, put that away. Not even bright in here. It's still really dark. Alright. Turn it off, just in case. You know, wasting power and stuff.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
Wow. Quite the analogy. Can I read the map while driving? Okay, that's a terrible idea. Okay, if I try to zoom in on the map, it, wait, there was a tree in the way somewhere. If I try to zoom in on the map, then, it backs up the car instead. Where the hell am I?
Carl felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secrets.
Yeah, it probably
and he didn't
does.
like to miss out.
I want to head right. Yeah, just drive over this. Why not? Already said like 15 times that I don't have a license. So can I drive across this bridge? Is that a bad idea? Oh, it seems fine. Okay. Going this way. I can't see anything in this blizzard anyways. I turn on the radio. I go straight, right? Good time to throw me a loading screen game. I wonder if I can actually damage the car by hitting something. I mean, so far, every time there's been a car accident, it's because the game takes control over the car for me. Alright, turn off the radio. And get out. Yeah, that's the first time I get to park on my own. She usually parks for me.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house.
Okay, is there a
The
burrow?
soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
Is there a burrow somewhere? I want to get the keys. I want to get the keys from the burrow. But I don't know where the burrow is. Are you a burrow? No, you're just a bunch of car tires. Oh, the lights are on. Someone ran out of time packing his luggage.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
Yeah, because I steal cookies, but not money. I have morals. Very strange morals, but morals nonetheless. My inventory is full. Speaking of full inventory, I have... What's this? Ah, delish. Okay. Any benefits to getting drunk? In this game, that is? Not in general.
A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work. Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for Cloutier et Fils.
I mean, I wasn't planning on going through this house right now, because that's going to be a lot of reading. I want to just find the rabbit burrow where someone dropped their keys. This should be locked, yes. And the keys should be in a burrow somewhere. Oh, an empty bottle, because I need more of those. Need burrows. Oh, there we go. I used the magnet for this. Yes, I can.
A key. What could it be for?
For the shack.
A garden shed?
Yes.
Carl couldn't reach it with his arm alone, but he had more than a few tricks up his sleeve to pick it up.
Ooh, flares. Yeah, my inventory is full. I know. The chainsaw doesn't work. What a shame. I think that's it for me for now. I might come back to this game some other time. I'm still waiting for the Phasmophobia Halloween update. I'm kind of hoping that comes out soon because trying not to play Phasmophobia until the update's out, but I'm also running low on horror games to play. I mean, I got this now. Not too much horror this far though. Might be more horror later, I don't know. A lot of reading. Not that that's a bad thing, but not doing a good job at reading thus far.
A window left open in that weather? Perhaps something had to be watched.
I mean, it wasn't like this a few hours ago. Like at the beginning of the game, it wasn't this snowy.
The sheets were in such a way that indicated a rude awakening, followed by a hurried escape.
If it
What had happened here?
Yeah, the Phasmo update looks like it's going to be quite big. They just updated the Trello, and it mentions also a campsite map. I'm curious if that means it's going to be our first outdoors map. That would be nice. That would be very spooky. Because at the moment, you feel kind of safe outdoors because the ghost is only in the house. But if the map itself is outdoors, I feel like you won't feel safe anymore because you don't have as many places that you can, like, get away in. I mean, I guess you could stay in the van, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna... I save this game. I save by lighting a fire, isn't that what I do? Do I have logs? Saving. Options. Control options. Graphic options. Save game. Saving. Main menu. Unsaved progress will be lost. Return to the main menu. Loading. I like how the game looks, but I don't quite know what I'm doing yet. I feel like I'm just gathering random evidence. I mean, I probably went a bit in the wrong direction, in the wrong order, and in the wrong everything, but oh well. We'll find out if I play this again. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna peace out now. Alright, bye.